That's right, folks, GoldenEye 007. G'day everyone, my name's Johnny, welcome to my channel Nintendo. Now when we think Nintendo 64, we think of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we think of Mario Kart 64 or Super Mario 64, but yes, we also think GoldenEye 007. One of the best first-person shooters in the 90s. It really changed the game for first-person shooters, and it still really is one of the most popular games to play today. In 1995, we saw the movie GoldenEye 007 hit the movies and cinemas, and then a couple of years later we were lucky enough to receive one of the best games ever, GoldenEye 007 on the N64. So today I'm going to give you guys 10 facts about this wonderful game. Without further delay, let's get straight into it. Fact 1. The game was first proposed as a 2D side-scroller for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, but GoldenEye 007 director Martin Hollis suggested making it a 3D shooting game for the Nintendo underdeveloped console codenamed Ultra 64. Developers then considered making it an on-rail shooter similar to Virtual Cop, but ultimately decided to give Bond free reign to explore each level. Fact number 2. GoldenEye's 007 multiplayer mode was a last-minute addition. Around a month before the game's scheduled release, programmers decided to include the multiplayer feature as an afterthought and spent the remaining few weeks building it. The 11th hour change turned out to be a brilliant one. The multiplayer mode was amongst the game's most popular and innovative features. Fact number 3. Every character plays with Bond's hands. While the single player and multiplayer modes include a range of male and female characters, some of them wearing gloves, from GoldenEye and other Bond films, the hands visible from each player's first-person perspective are always Bond's hands, regardless of character choice. Fact number 4. The soldiers and henchmen are actually rare staff. The faces of the game's nameless enemies were created to resemble those of its developers. Those enemies also have a total of 30 different animation routines depending on how they hit for being blown up or shot. Fact number 5. While the game was released 2 years after GoldenEye, the Rare team visited the film's set during GoldenEye's 007's early development period. The designers took pictures and were given blueprints to help them develop authentic, although often expanded levels. Fact number 6. A copy of the film GoldenEye is hidden in the game. In the Bunker 2 stage, one of Bond's objectives is to collect a CCTV tape. That tape is in fact a copy of the film GoldenEye, the cover of which can be seen by viewing Bond's inventory. Fact number 7. The game has a spiritual sequel. As most of you may know, while Rare handed off the licensing of the Bond series after the release, the company also produced Perfect Dark, considered to be GoldenEye's 007's spiritual successor, with much of the same gameplay and features. Fact number 8. It was among the first games to make players earn built-in cheats. In addition to the single-player and multiplayer modes, GoldenEye 007 has a cheat option that opens up both beneficial and novelty conditions for play. The cheats are initially unavailable and must be unlocked by completing certain skill-based tasks within the game. For example, to unlock DK mode, making all characters have huge heads, tiny bodies and massive arms like Nintendo's Donkey Kong, a player needs to complete the runaway stage on the agent difficulty level in 5 minutes while unlocking Tiny Bond, making Bond less than half his usual size and harder to shoot. Requires completion of Surface 2 on 00 Agent in 4 minutes and 15 seconds or less. Fact number 9. GoldenEye 007 was one of the most popular N64 games of all time. It was the third best-selling Nintendo 64 game ever with 8 million copies sold, losing out to Super Mario 64 and Mario Kart, and grossed 250 million worldwide, which was very impressive after it was tipped to be a flop after receiving bad reviews at E3. Fact number 10. For the first-person shooter genre, it was a total game changer. In 2007, GamePro ranked GoldenEye 007 ninth among the 52 most important video games of all time, calling it arguably the best console first-person shooter of all time and the best game ever licensed from a film, and noted that it established split-screen, head-to-head gaming as a viable, compelling scenario, thus paving the way for a little franchise we like to call Halo. The game also proved that it was possible to create a fun first-person shooter experience on a console in both single-player and deathmatch game modes, because the new N64 controllers allowed for more agility. First-person characters no longer made it through levels by being seemingly bulletproof, but could rather use stealth tactics such as running, walking, crouching, hiding, climbing, jumping, creeping and zooming in on certain features. Well, there you have it, folks. Every time I watch GoldenEye 007 on Blu-ray or DVD or whatever, I always imagine myself in this game. I try and picture where the movie is to where the game is. I don't know, that's just one of my things I always do. I think it's really cool. What did you think about these facts? I found some of these very interesting. Some of these I sort of knew already, but you know, there's many more things out there that make this game the gem it is. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Please follow me on Facebook. Please follow me on Instagram. It's just Nintendo down under one word. And as always, guys, take care.
For England, James?